Actually,
Okay.
that's crap. Hang on.
Actually, that was crap.
Like, if you're going to do
not
a clap,
a very successful day today.
No,
we can't
no,
even
no,
clap
no.
successfully.
Yeah, this is all adding up to streaming going to happen any minute now. There you go.
Cool. Okay, hey, and welcome back to Coffee Not Found. In this episode, we're going to be talking about viral advertising and how useful that can be.
Mainly around video, is it?
Yeah, viral sort of video ad campaigns.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I totally read the show notes. It's
Yeah,
cool. I know exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, all right. So this one, I suppose we're not starting with the one that kicked it all off for me, but this one I do remember. So it's the Old Spice.
Yeah, the man your man could smell like. It was the TV ad with, what was his name again? It was awesome.
Isaiah Mustafa.
Isaiah Mustafa. And he got pretty well launched off that. Terry Crews did a lot of ads for him as well. I think everybody knows the Old Spice ads. But it was the video was called "Smell Like a Man," or that was the name of the campaign. It was "The Man Your Man Could Smell Like," and it did extremely well. They ran a response campaign to all the comments and feedback they got online. So where Isaiah actually answered your questions or just responded to really random comments, and that was extremely successful. On the first day, it got 5 million views, which apparently was more than Obama's victory speech in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So, by the second day, 8 out of the top 11 videos on YouTube that were trending were all responses or the ad campaign itself. And by day 3, the campaign had over, 20 million views?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And 1 week after launch, 40 million. So, 2 weeks, 40 million.
Because I kind of remember those ad campaigns when they came out. Basically, Old Spice had kind of died off. It wasn't really well known. And it just basically catapulted it back into like...
It became that year became the most popular body wash. It was their body wash that they were trying to get out there.
Yeah.
And they're trying to stop try and get ahead of the likes of Axe or Lynx and those kind of companies.
Well, I'm looking here. 6 months after the campaign, they generated over 1.4 billion online impressions.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of people interacting with them.
And their sales went up like over 100%.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly the insane on, the viralness of the videos and kind of getting it across. Now, admittedly, while it wasn't a big product at the time or it was dying off a bit, it still had a big budget that it could produce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
This really launched them though straight back into first place. Like I think their Facebook interactions went up 800%, and their website got 300% more traffic after this campaign. So some pretty impressive results.
Yeah, no, you definitely give your marketing company a pat on the back for that.
Yeah.
One. Okay, cool. And then the most epic safety video ever.
Yeah, that's not just me like loving the video so much. I do like it a lot, but it's the name of the video. It's a safety video for when you're on an airplane, and the way normally the air hosts will go through the safety precautions like the life jackets and the exits and all that kind of thing. This safety video was done in conjunction with Warner Brothers in the run up to The Hobbit, the third Hobbit movie being released, so the last of the trilogy. And Elijah Wood was in the advertisement. So it got a lot of popularity. Peter Jackson was in it, or as I call him today, Sir Peter Jackson. You have to give him his proper title.
But he's the only one you'll give that title to.
Apparently, So the video was featured on quite big news and entertainment sites like CNN and BuzzFeed, and it was mainly contained of cameos and sort of a Middle-earth style of video. So there was like the hobbits on the plane and like Gandalf on Gandalf on a bird, that kind of thing. And it was extremely popular. It got almost 120,000 views an hour in the first week.
Wow, okay, very nice. Yeah, no, because it's just weird because you were saying, there's a safety video in the one this week, and I was like, God, because I'm not sure when this airs, like I think there's a lag of about a week, but stop doing that, Colin. The microphones are very sensitive.
It's fine.
The Southwest Airlines accident that they just had with the part of the aircraft blade coming in through the cockpit or through the plane.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
the woman sadly died. But that the air hosts afterwards were saying that because obviously the cabin depressurized like that, and the masks dropped down, and they said over half the people I think didn't put it on properly. They only had it on over their mouth, and they weren't putting it over their nose as well as their mouth.
Okay.
And you're kind of going, okay, I understand if you've travelled lots and you ignore the safety and you put your headphones in and all that.
Yeah.
But at least once I've paid attention to know that to save my life, I do this, not this.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's a kind of important. Like,
yeah, just a bit, you know. Okay, all right. The next one then, sorry, is it's me going off topic again.
That's cool.
LG elevator prank. So I have no clue about this one.
This was released in 2012. It was the same time that LG released their October 2012. Actually, they released a load of IPS panels, monitors, or TV screens, and they decided to try and get a viral video out there. They'd pull a prank on people using the elevator. So they put, I think it was 3x3 rows of IPS panels in the floor of an elevator, and had an animation where the bottom fell out of the elevator.
Okay.
And it was like a straight shot down the elevator. So there obviously footage of the elevator shaft. So all the panels fell away, and the lights so people would get in, the lights would flicker, and a noise would play, like a sort of cranking noise or whatever, and the panels would fall out from underneath them in an animation, and everybody would be like, whoa. And that was just sort of a prank they pulled on them. There was like a couple of things come out saying like people trying to sort of disprove the prank and stuff like that, which I don't think it really mattered a whole lot. Somebody said they could see the hue of a green screen on the barrier, but at the end the viral video was made and it went viral. So yeah, I mean, it was still an advertisement for the product as well. So
yeah, and if someone gives out about that product or that being green screened, they in themselves are actually helping the video go viral a little bit more. So, you know.
So I got like, in less than a week, I got over 600,000 views. So green screen or not, it did pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think they benefited a lot in October having the title. It was a scare prank, elevator scare prank. So they kind of were on the back of the SEO for Halloween. Like it was a perfect time to release something like that because it meant that people were looking for
scare pranks and stuff. Yeah. Probably a bit too expensive for you to do at home, but at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Okay. All right.
This is your favorite one?
This is my favorite one, yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah. No, this is, this is the one that when we were thinking of, okay, what topics should we cover and stuff, I was like, we have to get this video in. I don't care how or what, you know. It's the Dollar Shave Club. So it's, why is that flashing?
I don't know. I'll check.
Can I check? Right when we get...
Cool.
Okay, grand. So, Dollar Shave Club is the kind of the brand I would know most for viral advertising. I saw the ad, I think around the time it came out, and being based in Ireland, we couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't sign up for it, but at the same time, the ad was brilliant. It was just so on point. It was absolutely brilliant. It was well, I mean, the video itself, I'm sure there'll be links to it anyway. Basically, the whole idea is like instead of paying an absolute fortune to your Gillettes or your Wilkinson swords, that you could actually just join a club and get your shaves. Now, the $1 is for the first month. After that, it's a little bit more expensive. But at
like
the same time,
$9 though for like a whole kit every month or something.
Yeah.
$5 to $9, I think.
Yeah, I shave like 3 times a month though, so like I can't really count. And you don't shave at all, really, do you?
Shave at all. Electric razor the sides of my face. That's about it.
There you go. But yeah, so basically, I mean, the kind of the tagline was our blades are effing great, except in the video, it's expletives. And basically, I remember watching a documentary from the guy afterwards, and I think the video went up at 6 a.m. Whatever.
I think I watched the same documentary while I was doing the research. It's about half an hour long.
They interview his mom a lot as well.
Yeah.
So the video went live, and I think within an hour the site had gone down.
Yeah, and the traffic, and then they ran out of stock.
So then they had to put in like a thanks for bearing with us. You know, we'll get back to you. I mean, great problem to have. But I mean that launched them because that was their launch video, and they were acquired by. Was it Procter & Gamble or one of the big...
not that long ago. Unilever bought them for $1 billion.
Yeah, you know,
like they went from having, I think he partnered with someone and he had leftover stock from warehouse that they could sell, which are I think the current razors are still selling now. And they went from like just this idea to a $1 billion company.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And then they launched in the UK and stuff as well. Yeah. And their videos still are on point. Like every video they do is absolutely on point.
Yeah, they did their One Wipe Charlie's video afterwards.
Yeah. So I mean, they're really, really kind of he's on point. But I mean, as well, his background, he was an improv student
it's the
years?
CEO who does the videos, and he's just he just knows what he's at.
Yeah, he really does. Because I remember in the documentary they're saying, like, you know, coming up to it, he said, look, the video will go viral. It will. And he just said such
people
confidence.
were like, I don't know. And
he's like, no, it will. And he was right.
They spent a lot of their budget on that video too, and it was kind of their chance.
Which is hilarious, because when I saw it first, I thought, geez, that looks like a really cheap video to have made, but it's not, because you can tell in the production quality, it was done very well. But great. Definitely.
Check it out.
Videos. Yeah, well worth it. Okay, then the next one is the Red Bull Stratos.
Yeah, so that's when Felix Baumgartner jumped from the stratosphere, the highest jumps ever made, and the highest actually, I think, and it's 39,045 meters from land. He jumped. Yeah. And this is interesting because this became a really viral campaign, because it was both a research program and an advertisement for Red Bull. So they did a lot of sponsorship for it, and it got, I think it was live streamed, and I think it's the most watched live stream ever, and it got 52 million views worldwide, and they broadcasted through 280 digital partners, which is the partners that Red Bull acquired, and nearly 80 TV stations in 50 countries. So that's a lot of people watching.
You're showing there's 17% increase in the US, 13% increase in sales general. They're very clever, and all their extreme, because they brand pretty much any sport. You have something Red Bull branded. Yeah. I
remember I seen the Red Bull X Fighters before, the motorbike guys who do all the jumps and stuff. When I was younger, that was cool.
They do so many campaigns and different bits and pieces, and sometimes I'm going, how many people who are doing campaigns for Red Bull just face planting or dead, they've
got some. It's all about. Theirs are nearly always extreme sports and jumps and that kind of thing.
Because they did the cliff diving out in Inishmore off the Irish coast, and they do it around the world, but that's the one that
that's a company who came back from that huge scandal as well. That's why they have to have the 3 eyes and wings, because they can't suggest that something actually gives you wings in case somebody decides to try and fly. What was it, 5.2 billion cans or so the year that happened. Yeah. So
still can't stand this stuff, but good videos. So Squatty Potty.
Yeah, so a company which started in 2011, but didn't really get too big until 2015, and that was because of their really extreme advertisement campaign, which was quite controversial, but also quite a good idea at the same time. It did very, very well. And the CEO created the video, and he wouldn't listen to any of his advisors. They kept telling him not to do it, and he just went and did it, and it was probably the best decision he ever made for the company. And he came out and saying that it kind of made the whole thing. So basically what it is a stool for the toilet to improve your toilet experience. It's about as far as I'm going to go into it. And so it's just designed for going to the bathroom.
Stool.
Yeah. So I've written
one of the rejected names. Go on, sorry.
The crazy video which was released boosted the sales 600%, and the bold marketing idea brought $15 billion in sales into the company. Or $15 million in sales. I thought billion was quite a lot. So a 600% jump in online sales and 400% jump in Bed Bath & Beyond, which was their partner. And the video was quite strange, insinuating that ice cream comes from a unicorn pooping. And they created a whole character around it. I think the unicorn actually is now trademarked. If you go on their website, the name for the unicorn is trademarked. obviously an extremely successful campaign, and I think he said, I don't care if people buy it as a joke, they still buy my product, or something along those lines. He didn't mind that people were buying these as a joke. They've since released some other stuff, I think, like Febreze for the bathroom, basically, I think it's called Slay Your Stink, and it's got a picture of the unicorn on it, and that they released a video for that as well, which did extremely well. But this was the biggest one, I think, that everybody's seen. It was the Squatty Potty campaign. There's 2 episodes in the viral video, so I'm kind of curious what other ones made this one before I go and have a look at, because there are other ones coming to mind even now. And you'll all know them, because, I mean, if they went viral, that's the whole point. People knew them. Now, this one is titled Viral Advertising Gone Bad. Yeah, so this is, it can go very well, but not every viral advertisement or every attempt to make a viral advertisement goes well. This one was a real life kind of stunt pulled off by the marketing company for Splinter Cell. Now, they have said that they got confused between, there was a mix up apparently that this event happened, that it wasn't supposed to or whatever. I don't know why, I don't know the story behind it, but their marketing company, which is called Monaco, got mixed up. They had a mix up with another company, so I don't know, unless they were contracting out to this company or whatever. So they to advertise Splinter Cell, a guy came to outside a fake bar, had a fake gun, and he took it out outside a bar in Auckland in New Zealand, and something like more than 20 people jumped for cover because they thought it was real, and the armed police were called, and he got taken away, and there's a whole big thing for it. And I think the Monaco's marketing manager said it was marketing gone wrong, which is probably the best way it could have been described. Yeah,
because it's tough, because if you're going to give examples where viral marketing has failed, you need to know the video existed in the first place. The real viral marketing failures are the ones we don't know because they never went viral. And this one, this is one I mentioned kind of when we were researching, was the Pepsi campaign. I think it was last year. I don't know famous people. Kendall Jenner. Yeah. So basically,
Kardashian sister. People.
Yeah, something like that. So basically, privileged anyway. I think is what was being used a lot in the news. But they were saying that, and I remember the ad, and I was just looking at it, going, "My God!" Like spot diversity. Basically, whoever it is walks across. Like basically, it's all close-ups walking past people. And we're not sure what they're protesting at, but they've managed to bring out every ethnic minority in the world gets walked past in that 60 seconds or whatever, and then goes and gives a can of Pepsi to a...
So, she's basically doing a photo shoot, and there's some sort of social protest out in the streets. And while she's getting her photo shoot done, she decides she's going to leave the photo shoot and join the protest, which it kind of looks like she has no idea about, so kind of belittling the fact that these protests are important to people, which is what got them in a lot of trouble. And she walks up to much like in the 60s where the flowers were put in the police officer's gun to show peace and unity, Pepsi decided that she could walk up with a can of Pepsi to a police officer on the front line and give it to him, and then he'd take it and open it, drink it and smile, and the protests would be over and these social issues were solved. And that got a lot of backlash, because trying to use something so serious and important to a lot of people, considering it was released around the same time as the whole Black Lives Matter campaign stuff was going on, and then the anti-version of that too. So
and it was the tweet from Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, "If only Daddy would have known the power of
Pepsi." Like, you couldn't get it coming from anybody better.
It's pretty, like, and they released an apology then, just saying, look,
it's taken down. It is available,
obviously.
I've seen it, but it's been all taken down at the moment.
And then Walker's Wave.
This one seems like more of a travesty, which is why I didn't realize. I don't know why I didn't know it. This went bad.
Did it?
Yeah. So it was a Twitter ad for Walker's Crisps in association with promoting the UEFA Champions League. So anybody who doesn't watch football, it's a soccer league, and quite a big one was that. And it was basically an automated video bot, so you could tweet a selfie to Walker's, and your selfie was automatically put in a video with Gary Lineker, who's the frontman for Walkers basically, and he said, "Thanks for joining the Walkers wave and celebrating the UEFA Champions League final. The only problem is Twitter soon found out that there was no filtration or screening process to any of the images that were submitted to this, and every image that was submitted was put in a video."
If it can be taken advantage of or exploited, chances are it probably will be. That's so we've kind of given both sides, the good and the bad, and the ugly. I know we have a second episode coming up as well.
Yeah.
So we'll cover more next time, because to be fair, viral videos have been around now for, like, YouTube is going probably, 15 years or something like that. So it's been a while. And yeah, just it's one of those things. If you can get the just right and get it out there, you do really well, you know.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of hard to plan what can be viral, but it can be done to an extent.
Yeah.
Like the Dollar Shave Club guys knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many campaigns out there that were definitely planned to try and go viral, and then there's others who weren't but went viral. So it really depends.
Yeah, I think most of the ones you can say in this one were there was definite planning put behind it.
Yeah, there was a lot gone into it.
And there is a bit of a formula to things going viral and knowing.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot. I know a guy in the UK, and he's written scripts, so you can identify very quickly if something's going to go viral. So you still need to know how to go, but you know there is a formula.
Sort of the view trajectory or something.
Yeah, the share trajectory and the view trajectory.
That's cool.
Because you want everyone who looks at it on average to share with at least one more person. And I think the multiplier is 1.1 or something. I can't remember the maths of it, but basically, there's a set formula. But cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. They didn't strum any more outside the front, so we actually managed to get through. This has been Coffee Not Found. You can find us on coffeenotfound.com, at CoffeeNF on Twitter, CoffeeNF Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
We have a few handles.
Yeah, a few handles. We're on LinkedIn somewhere. And that's pretty
Coffee
much
Not Found ever on all the content sites on social media platforms.
Just Google it.
Yeah. And we have a website, so you can check that out, and you can access all the videos and podcast episodes from there.
Cool. And thank you very much.
See you next time.
Bye.